On to game number 5, 3 p.m. Central Time on ESPN2. Baylor heads to Cincinnati. That's right, we're getting to the Big 12 here. Cincy, a 5.5-point home favorite, total of 67.5. Whew. And that number has gone up. It opened at 66.5. It's now up to 67.5, but that 5.5 is still sitting steady. This is the second ever meeting between these two schools. The 2023 game that was in Cincy, Baylor won that one 32-29 as a 3-point dog. The Bears are now 3-0 against the spread in the Eastern time zone since 2023. So something to pay attention to. Don't know that it necessarily matters. It's only 3 games out of 3 seasons or whatever, but still. Baylor 18-9 against the spread as Big 12 single-digit dogs since 2018. They did not cover last week against TCU in that role. Cincy just 2-2 against the spread as a home favorite this year. They are 4-8 against the spread, their last 12 as a home favorite. Cincy, 5th straight game without a bye, and they play at Utah next week. So, bit of a scheduling spot here for Baylor is what it is. I will go ahead and tell you one thing that I do kind of like here is Cincy first half. Cincy number 11 in first half point margin. Baylor's number 84. When Baylor makes their runs, it seems to always be in the second half. They're number 55 in second half point margin. Cincinnati is number 68. So, is what it is. Cincy is 5-2 against the spread so far this season. Baylor 4-3 straight up, but 1-6 against the number. They have just not been. They have not covered at the rate that you would fully expect them to. They are still really good on offense, really good throwing the football. Defense, that leaves quite a bit to be desired here. Cincy, number 8 in PPA margin. Baylor, number 46. Since Cincinnati lost to Nebraska, they have won every single game since week 1 of the season. So they're kind of pulling in Alabama here. Now, granted, the strength of schedule, not quite the same. They are number 57 in strength of schedule. Baylor is number 65 in that. But Cincy, number 7. Brendan Sorsby is just, when you got a quarterback that's been around for ever, it helps. And Baylor, of course, has Sawyer Robertson. They are really good on offense as well, but they are not near the caliber that Cincinnati has been. Cincy, number 7 in yards per pass attempt, number 5 in QBR, number 10 in passing success rate. Baylor's defense, number 83, 88, and 92 in those metrics. And the reason why teams are not throwing the ball more on Baylor, which they only throw it 44% of the time on Baylor's defense, it's because they run the ball on Baylor's defense. Baylor is number 93 in yards allowed per rush, number 97 in rushing success allowed, number 100 in offensive line yards allowed, number 122 in stuff rate. Cincinnati running the ball, number 5 in yards per rush, number 3 in rushing success, number 2 in offensive line yards, number 24 in stuff rate, etc. The offense is going to have success here. Absolutely going to have success. Now, when Baylor has the ball, number 41 in PPA per pass, number 46 in yards per pass attempt, number 48 in QBR, but they are number 11 in passing success rate. Cincy's defense, number 51, number 67, number 90, and number 76 in those metrics. So Cincy's defense, a little bit better than Baylor's defense, but not much. Baylor can have success here as well. You start looking at red zone conversion percentage, etc., at points per scoring opportunity, at all that kind of stuff. I don't like the fact that this is Cincy's sixth straight? What did I write down? 5th straight game without a bye. I don't like that. But you look at, points per scoring opportunity, stuff like that. Cincy is number 3 at scoring points every time they get a first down inside the opponent's 40-yard line. Baylor's defense is number 123. So when Cincinnati gets first down inside the 40, they are going to put up points. 5.23 points per drive whenever they do that. Baylor, on the other hand, a little bit more of a tricky situation. They're number 53 in points per scoring opportunity. Cincy's defense is number 24. Interesting. Very interesting. Baylor, outside the top 120 outside the top 125 as far as turnover margin, they are number 126 in giveaways per game. They are, number 70 in interceptions per pass attempt. They are number 119 in fumbles lost per rush on defense, so they can't generate turnovers. On offense, number 66 in interceptions per pass attempt, number 132 in fumbles lost per rush. They cannot hold on to the football for whatever reason. Both of these teams have a super fast pace. Cincy number 17, Baylor number 6. Curious what that's going to look like. My projected total on this is 61.5 points, so that is significantly under. But looking at the pace and everything, feels like this one should probably go over that total, just based on pace, just based on the fact that both of these offenses are probably going to be able to score here. My projected stat spread has got Cincy by 13. My power rating has Cincy by 8. The last 4 weeks has got Cincy by 14.8. Cincinnati is a good football team. Again, the schedule spot is weird. Cincy plays at Utah next week. This is the 5th straight game. Baylor had a bye right before TCU, so they're the more rested team. They're coming off of a loss. They got to have this one, all that kind of stuff. But, man, paying attention to the numbers, looking at what these two teams are, it's not like Cincy has really gone through a gauntlet, right? They played UCF 2 weeks ago. They played Oklahoma State last week. I mean, they had third stringers in by middle of third quarter last week. So I think they're going to be somewhat rested. I will take Cincinnati here. I will lay that 5.5. I think the Bearcats are for real. Baylor is going to have some trouble, and I know that Baylor's going to try and keep it close, and they'll put up some points. I just don't think they're going to put up nearly as many points as Cincinnati. So Bearcats minus 5.5.